1059 Quick Rock, Lion Country's rock station. Mark the Shark here, and we are happy to have Magnolia Park as our guest today. We've got Joshua, Freddie, and Tristan from Magnolia Park here. First of all, guys, thanks a lot for joining us on Quick Rock today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so
Of
much.
course. Thank you.
Now, we're going to fill everybody in on Magnolia Park because we want everybody listening to as much Magnolia Park and consuming as much Magnolia Park as possible. So that's all right with you. We're going to go ahead and dig right in. A little bit of background on the band. You all got together back in 2018 in Orlando, Florida. Tell us about the early days. And the significant thing, too, is you guys were forming at a time right before COVID. And I know that really played into your early days. So anybody can go ahead and take the question. Just go ahead and let's run with that right now.
Yeah, me and Freddie have been friends since we were 12. We just grew up together, and I actually happened to live like, what was it, 5 minutes away from Josh at the
Yeah,
time.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so one day, basically, I joined Josh's old bands, and then I got Freddie to join that band, and then we left that band to start a new band. But we stole Josh away, essentially, which is pretty funny. Uh and yeah, it's just been a wild ride ever since. We really just started it as like friends just trying to figure it out. And then unfortunately the pandemic hit, and we just had to, I guess, figure out how to make a band work without like touring or live music at all at the time. So we just continued to grind in the studio and do content. Josh is an amazing videographer, so it helped out a lot. Just like content wise, we could do so much.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh. Again, that presented a really unique situation at the time because the band got together around 2018, and right before going out then on tour, of course, the pandemic. How did you guys use that to your advantage? To propel Magnolia Park.
Yeah, we kind of use it as a makeshift way because normally when the pandemic happened, no one really did anything. Everyone was just kind of like, well, we're gonna be in our houses. We didn't know what to do.
Right.
And then TikTok was just thriving at the time, and we were like, you know what, let's just post a video on TikTok and see what happens.
Right.
And I remember it was one night Tristan ended up posting our video for Sick of It All around midnight, and literally woke up and everyone was like, "Oh, what is happening right now? Like it's blowing up for we don't know why it's blowing up, but it's blowing up." And then that's what really got like us in the public eye for a lot of people. And then from there, we just started really diving into TikTok and social media creation, and Tristan and his marketing strategies and stuff like that were really, really good. So we were able to like utilize all of our talents all at one to really put our band on the map without having to tour.
Yeah, and it's really great because Magnolia Park is by far much, much more than just a TikTok sensation. Your live streams, especially on Shallow, are like in the gazillions. I checked out the YouTube video and realized it was already like more than like 2.5 million views. You're getting airplay at Active Rock Radio. You've got the concert tours. So I mean, a big congratulations and a good luck so far on this part of your journey. When when you got your early start, what kind of music? Because I see all the different descriptions where people try to describe your genres, and you guys are kind of a blender of a lot of neat genres of music. I see the words pop punk attached, metalcore, some things like that. Let's just go around the circle here and just talk about some of your early influences growing up, what you were listening to, and what you're really digging.
Well, yeah, I mean, growing up, I actually listened to a lot of like Deftones and System Up and Down, um, like like during kindergarten because my dad loved rock. He had the whole drum set. and I used to try to learn on that. And then when I met Freddie, I got really into pop punk, so that kind of translated into the band later because like we have so many genres. And I know the rest of the guys, like we all just when we started, even just the three of us, we have so many different influences that like kind of tackled into each other.
All right.
Yeah, for Magnolia Park, some of the influences that we were messing with that inspired like our early sound was movements. They were pretty big on Citizen, Little Peep, Nothing Nowhere just put out the Destructor EP. That was huge. It was probably those artists, and then like later on, like all the Travis Barker collabs also played like a role, like the Swaco collab and the MGK collabs.
Got it. Josh, what about some of your early influences? What were if we went through your old CD collection from your childhood, what would we find?
Oh man, you'd find a lot of R&B and pop stuff. So like for me, growing up, I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson. I listened to a lot of Soul for Real, Boys to Men, like Mariah Carey, like stuff like that. And then in middle school, I got into listening to Linkin Park and Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down. And then I think those two genres in itself kind of lent to like how my voice was shaped. So yeah, I would say definitely like all those guys.
All right. Let's talk about the new album, Vamp. And I mean, kind of a concept, right? I've heard it described as a neo-Gothic, futuristic storytelling. And why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about what's in store for people if they check that out?
Yeah, it's an album we took a very long time to refine and complete. We have a whole lore behind it. You can check it out on the Magnolia Park website, where it tells the story of Aurora and the vampires who fight against the Shadow Cult, and has a bunch of different like visual representations. It's a very cool album. Um, I think we're very proud of it. So go check it out. I think
Yeah.
you'll love it.
Yeah, we want people to check that out. And also, QWiK Rock is playing the track "Shallow," and we want everybody to check that out and check out the videos and check out the album as well. Um, on a different note, Joshua, you also do some solo project stuff as well. That again kind of goes into a different genre. Can you just touch on that real briefly?
Yeah, so my solo project is just my name, Joshua Roberts, and I really wanted to do a lot of stuff with pop and R&B just because I grew up on that. That's what I really am in heart as like a pop R&B type of person. So like I wanted to create a my own little world, if you will, of music, and there's gonna be more to come.
All right. And Freddie, I mean, you guys have been out on tour. Uh, are you going to be coming to our neck of the woods at all? I think the one of the close locations that I found was Buffalo, New York. But you are going to be playing in the last half of the year here. Any other locations that are nearby central Pennsylvania that our fans can go check out Magnolia Park at?
Let me check. I feel like we might have passed through Pennsylvania already on that first leg. Let me go to that tour schedule. My bad. Didn't think from Ashes to New tour. I'm
Hey,
bad at geography as well, but I'm pulling it up right now.
yeah. Well, I was going to say, and also on that subject, some of the bands that you've played with include that our listeners are familiar with, bands like Sum 41, Day to Remember. Are there any of those shows that that really have some memorable moments? Any favorite venues or places that you've played? Anything crazy that happened to you on stage that you can tell us about?
I did really like, I mean, every tour has some memory that I think is kind of special to me. Like the Day to Remember tour is really cool because they were amphitheaters, so they were a little on like the outskirts of things. And for some reason, in all these outskirts, there was always a skate park. So me and Tristan would hit up that skate park. So we were skating more often than usual, and that's just because we had the ability to, and that was pretty sick. And then Sum 41, I mean, that was just big for us because like we're all just like big Sum 41 fans, and we got to talk to all the members. It was kind of surreal going on tour with Sum 41, to be honest. And then talking to Dave, he was like really sick, and he still like fucks with us. He still talks to us, and when he really doesn't have to, because he's like Dave from Sum 41, and we're just like a band trying to come out to the top. Um, so those are some pretty special memories. Mayday Parade was also sick. It's like, yeah, every tour to me is just like there's something about it that I really like and something about it that I can tell you I probably didn't like. And they hold special memories to me.
Yeah, and you've got a big fan base too in the UK. You guys have been on the other side of the pond, so to speak, a few times too, right?
Yeah, we have. The UK is sick. Quick side note, I am looking at it now. So November 1st, we'll be at the Roxy and Theater as well. McKees
Oh,
Rocks. I think that's Pennsylvania.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know where that is for you, but that's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, fortunately, we're right in the geographic center of Pennsylvania, so we can get to just about any place in the state within a couple of hours. So
Okay.
that's good. Oh, so if people want to follow Magnolia Park, merch, music, uh, concert tours, news, things like that, what's the best way to do that?
Our
Um,
socials.
Yeah, it's magnoliaparkband.com or just Magnolia Park on all our socials right now. We finally got that name on IG, which
All
is
right.
cool.
Got it. And we encourage everybody to do that. And one last question. I told you at the beginning of the interview that we always like to ask a question. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Freddie first. And then that gives everybody else an advantage because they get to hear what the question is and then they can think of a good answer. But Freddie, if you were stranded on a desert island and you only had one album, and it could be a CD or vinyl or a cassette tape even, but if you had one album that you could listen to and only one for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ah, okay. Um, I feel like every day my answer is going to be different. So I'm going to just say, let me look it up because they have weird album titles. This is just what I'm feeling right now.
Stranded on a desert island.
Yeah. 1,000 Gex by 100 Gex. That's what I'm taking with me. I'll
That's the
listen
one.
to that forever.
All right.
1,000 Gex by 100 Gex. They're like a alternative group.
All right, you got it, man. All right, let's go to Tristan. Stranded on a desert island, one album to listen to for the rest of your life. What would it be?
I'm gonna go with "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick Lamar. It's a very like sonically in-depth album, so I can listen to that forever.
All right. And Joshua, you had a chance to listen to this so far. We heard about your
Yeah.
influences and stuff like that. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he's going to pick like Thriller or something like that. But
Honestly, it's between Thriller and Hybrid Theory from Linkin Park.
oh, really?
Uh,
Because I know you're really fond of Linkin Park too. Okay. So let me ask you the question. Okay. Stranded on a desert island. You had one album to listen to for the rest of your life. What would it be?
oh man, I would have to go with Hybrid Theory from
All right.
Linkin Park over Thriller. I know it sucks to say that, but Hybrid Theory had so much influence on me with my like in rock ties, so I would have to say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Linkin Park is one of those bands, and especially that album, they're able to take every element of everything and run it through and for some reason produce this product that is just so Linkin Park. And I think I can be in agreement with you on that one, as well.
Yeah.
We want to really thank you guys. We've been talking to Joshua, Freddie, and Tristan from the band Magnolia Park. And on behalf of everybody, here at QWiK Rock, we encourage anybody who's watching this video on our YouTube channel or anybody listening to QWiK Rock, make sure you check out Magnolia Park and support these guys. I can tell by watching other interviews, the couple of minutes that we've had a chance to talk here today, you guys are passionate about what you do, and we really do appreciate that. And I just want to let you know personally, as one of the owners, program director, music director of 1059 QWiK Rock, you've got our support. And if there's anything we can ever do for Magnolia Park, please, please let us know. We're going to be big supporters for you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. You
Oh,
got it, man. All right. Magnolia Park on 1059 QWiK Rock, Lion Country's rock station.